Welcome back, everyone. In this video, we're going to take a look at beefing up your if statements a little bit. We're going to make your conditions so they can check more than one thing at a time when you ask an if statement. So here's a little sample program that we're going to run. This is just simulating you typing two numbers. Let me just show you the result here. Run. You're going to type two numbers in here, and if you type two sevens, when you check, both are lucky. Which means, yes, 7 is a lucky number, so that's lucky. And that 7 is a lucky number. It's lucky. We're considering 7 the only lucky number. So 2 7's lucky, but if I do a 5 and a 7, nothing special. If I do a 5 and a 73, nothing special. Okay, you have to have 7 and you have to have 7. How do you do this kind of check? Usually you guys know how to do, like, if this is 7, say lucky, but how do you do two things at once? Well, let's go peek at the code. Nice, easy conditions. And here it is. So here's the existing code inside that button check. You'll see here I grab the two numbers that the users typed, and here's our new concept. You can go and. So that little symbol there represents the word and. And all I'm going to ask now is I'm going to say if the A equals 7, and at the same time the B equals 7, then yes, both are lucky. Otherwise, nothing special. So that's the and statement. Notice you have to use two of them. That's Shift 7 on your keyboard. Some languages you can actually type the word and, but not in Java. Okay, so you have to use those symbols. Okay, not too bad, right? Now, let's check this else statement here. Let me show you a different one because there's something else you can put in the brackets here, and it's two vertical lines. These two vertical lines are found just above or beside the enter key. And so you usually have to go Shift / to get the vertical lines. And the two vertical lines represent the word or. And the word or means just what it means in English. So let me show you something here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this here to an or statement. But that doesn't mean both are lucky. The way that the or statement works is it means that if this is 7 or the B is 7, then you get to write something out. So really what I can write out here is I can write 1 or both are lucky numbers. Okay, this doesn't mean that only one of them can be true. The or means if this is true or that is true, you get to run this code. And so they could both be true or just one part is true and it's going to run. So let's give that one a little go. And you'll see here no matter which one I do, it's going to work fine. So let's say a 7 and a 3. 1 or both are lucky. A 7 and a 7. Both parts are true, so this or this, yep, that runs okay. And if I change that to a 3, 3, nothing special. 1 is it's perfect, right? Runs as expected. So that's the or statement. And an or, you have to decide when you want to use them. When you want both parts to be true, use the and. When you only need one thing to be true, that's the or. Now, when you actually go to use these, they can be used in a lot of different examples. Okay, you can actually string as many as you want. Like if I had some more variables, I could say or C equals 7, you know, if C existed. So you can keep chaining these up. It's not like you're just limited to two conditions. You can put as many as you want. And it gets even better. I have a little example sheet here you can peek at that's in your reference folder. And this just gives you a bunch of examples of conditions that eventually start to use ands. So you can see like here, if the age is greater or equal to 13, and at the same time, age is less than or equal to 19, you are a teenager. Students often ask, how do I get a range of numbers? Well, there's your perfect range of numbers test, right? 13 to 19 is going to make this code run. You'll see here an or. If you're older than 16, or your height is bigger than 150, your age or height both qualify you to ride the ride. one little point is I'll point some very common beginner mistakes here that we see students do all the time. They like to do stuff like this. If A and B equals 7, I get what they're trying to do. This looks good to you, but Java won't accept this. Okay, it has to be two separate conditions. If this, and then another condition on the other side. This little shorthand doesn't work. Just as that doesn't work, and this is a very common one. Let's say you're checking if A is a square number. If A is 16 or 25 or 36, do the code. Doesn't work. Okay, has to be one at a time. If A is 16 or A is 25 or A is 36, do the code. Okay, these are the common ones that I see students doing. So try to avoid that and do it the right way like this. Thanks for watching.